Second, thank you so much for joining me for this brief tutorial. I'd like to share this technique for writing an effective affirmation. I developed this as I was helping a client learn new ways of being her authentic self. That is the purpose of affirmations. They help you to declare the truth and bring it into being. We've all heard it said before, words have power, and they do. Just as the second chakra holds the power of creation, so does the throat chakra. When you release words created from your thoughts, they are given power. They're seen as waves of energy that move outward into the universe, where they are made into form and are returned to you. Simply put, what you say becomes. This may look like magic, but it is the science of spirit. Energy is formless, yet creates form. Conversely, form reverts back to energy, and the cycle begins anew. Now, before we get started, here are some suggestions to keep in mind when you go to write your affirmation. Keep your affirmation short and to the point. You don't want to recite a paragraph each time you speak your affirmation. Be uplifting, not complaining or doubtful. Your affirmation has to feel good or you won't use it, so negative self-talk is not the way to go. Keep your affirmation in the present, not something that will happen in the future. This way you manifest it quicker and more easily. If you keep putting something in the future, it will never arrive in your present. Make sure you actually write down your affirmation. The process of writing it down will help you to integrate with your intention. And as you write it, put energy into it. I like to think of my pen or pencil as a wand. I allow the positive energy to flow from my heart and down my arm, into my hand, and then through my pen. Every effort you put into your affirmation increases the power of it. Remember, it takes 6 weeks of effort before you begin seeing positive changes. Don't fall into the trap of instant gratification. Affirmations take time to work, and they only work when you work with them. I'll give you some tips for working with them at the end of this video. Okay, class is in session. Let's start with this thought. Affirmations are statements you use to proclaim the truth of what you want to be true in your life. When you affirm something, you're basically saying, yep, that's exactly right. So you can't stand in front of a mirror reciting, I weigh 120 pounds, when really you weigh 180 pounds and expect that affirmation to work. Your mind is going to call BS before the words are even out of your mouth. That's why most affirmations don't work. They're simply unbelievable. Now, if you're saying, well, how can I say it's true if it hasn't already happened? It's because the truth is based on your perception, which is based on your experiences, and you only have to match your words to what you already know to be true. For instance, staying with that same scenario I just talked about, what if you recited to yourself, I am losing weight by loving my body? That is the truth, and it is something you can believe, and it's something that will become stronger every time you say it, which really should be several times a day if you want it to work well. So let's break it down. I am losing weight by loving my body. It is affirmed in the present. It is a positive statement, and it is true. Unless you have body shaming issues, then you'll need to work on that first. But for this example, let's assume you do love your body. After all, it is the vehicle for your soul. So each time you repeat your affirmation, you are telling your psyche, I love my body, so I'm going to lose weight. Soon you'll notice you're making better food choices, you're reducing your stress, and stress causes increased cortisol, which creates fat, so reducing stress is paramount here. And you're going to be getting more exercise. The more you repeat your affirmation, I am losing weight by loving my body, the more power you are putting into it. The more successful you will be at manifesting your desired result. You can empower your affirmation even more by seeing the truth of it with your inner vision. Using your brow chakra, also known as your third eye, which not only sees clearer than your other two eyes, it also broadcasts that image to the universe. So before writing your affirmation, make sure to spend time getting it clear in your mind's eye. See it. Feel good about what you're seeing. Allow those feelings to inspire your affirmation. You can do that with a couple of guided meditations I've made for you, and I'll put the links to them in the description of this video. Okay, now that you're clear about what you want to affirm as truth in your life and can therefore bring it to life, it is time to do the work. Remember, be short and to the point. Be uplifting, not complaining or doubtful. Be present, not something that will happen in the future, and make sure you write it down. Okay, do you have your paper and pen ready? Let's go ahead and get started. On your piece of paper, make a list of the 5 natural energies of our human life. Begin with earth, then water, then air, next is fire, and then finally is spirit. The order is important. The order that you're listing it here, the earth, water, air, fire, spirit, that's the order in which they first appeared on earth. And as you gather them to work with, they will create an energy vortex surrounding your intention. This is energy work. Besides each of these energies, write the first word that comes to you when you think of that energy. Now don't think too hard or too long. Self-editing stifles the natural flow of your spirit. The first word that you think of is the one you want, no matter how much you may not like it. Just work with it and see what happens. Now looking at the words you wrote down, you're going to create a sentence or two from them, beginning with the word you used for earth, and then using the others in turn. Remember to be uplifting and in the present, and do not use words like I hope to create, I will, may I, hopefully I'll. These words do not invoke a positive attitude, nor do they place you in the present. You want a brief statement of the truth. Let's take a look at my affirmation for 2021. I am affirming that I am a magnet for love. My word for earth is constant. My word for water is refresh. My word for air is light. My word for fire is ignite. My word for spirit is present. So the sentence that I created from those words reads like this. A constant force refreshes the light of my heart, igniting each present moment with love. This becomes a powerful affirmation that I can use to be a magnet for love. Once you've created your affirmation, take a moment to recite it out loud. You want to hear it. Let your psyche hear it. How does it feel? If it doesn't feel like a powerful statement of truth, write it again and keep writing it until it feels good. Remember to allow the words to flow. Don't get frustrated or have self-defeating beliefs like, I can't do this. Oh, yes, you can. Just allow it to flow. Now that you've written your affirmation, put it to work. Write it down on bits of paper, like Post-it notes, and stick them everywhere. Your car dash, your bathroom mirror, your computer screen, your coffee maker, your altar, your workspace, everywhere you can think of. Say it often, silently, and out loud. Let yourself hear those words. Now, I want to caution you to not chat about this in casual conversation. It's going to just dilute the power of it. You always want to be careful not to share your personal intentions with others. They may judge it, criticize it, tell you it won't work, and who needs that? Hold some things sacred just for you, or maybe possibly a very trusted friend who will support your efforts. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. We often wait until the beginning of a new year to make positive changes, but you can use this technique for writing an effective affirmation anytime you're ready to make positive changes in your life. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts on what I've presented here, so please share your own story about working with this process for writing an effective affirmation. And if you enjoy this video, please become a subscriber to this channel. You'll find all kinds of guided meditations, tutorials, live presentations. You just never know when I'm going to pop up, so hit that notification bell too. And consider making a donation to help me create more tutorials for you. Every gift is gratefully received and acknowledged with a prayer of blessing for you. You can safely donate via PayPal by following the link in the video description. Make sure to visit my website and subscribe to my quarterly newsletter, which offers other ways you can say yes to your essential spirit quest. When you subscribe, you will receive a free 15-minute tarot reading provided via Zoom or telephone. Again, my name is Hope, and I am your facilitator at Your Essential Spirit Quest, and I sure enjoyed presenting this tutorial to you.